You get popcorn, I'll get the ice cream, okay?
To get down. So not my loss that he was gone. He told me no once.
Hey everybody! Yay! It's the news and updates for this week. I am Laurel.
And I'm Donna, the other host, and I popped out of the box early. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. So glad. I'm so excited to be here. I could not wait another second to get up here and talk about the news of this week. Oh my gosh, Mark the Brilliant Robot Not behind this weekly All Space VR news show. It's behind the camera bot, live streaming to everyone out in the metaverse and beyond. Everyone turn and wave hello to the audience.
Yay!
Yay!
Give some waving, give some applause, give some hearts to the audience. Yay! There's our camera bot up there. Beautiful. All right.
So we have some exciting news for you in AltSpace. And we want to get on with it. I just can't believe how every week we come here and it's only been 7 days since we met and there's more stuff to talk about, right? Isn't that amazing?
It just doesn't end. There's just news all over the place, and we've got exciting news with Cinco de Mayo is here in AltSpace. So check out the campfire, see the fun Cinco de Mayo theme, and play around with those new interactable kits with piñatas and maracas and the paper airplanes. Okay, everybody loved the paper airplanes. I love the paper airplanes. So how much fun is that? Yeah.
Oh, you're a hoot, Laurel. So, as many of you know, there's been some challenges accessing the campfire, the main lobby for AltSpace VR, and the development team has now converted it to a front row space. No more space is full. I think we've all experienced that, right? You want to go to the campfire and the space is full. So no more space is full messages, as once the space reaches capacity, it generates a second mirrored space. Yay! As with all front row mirrored spaces, you might not know which room version you're in. So if you're meeting your friends in the campfire, things become just a little bit more complicated. So luckily, there's a teleporter to help, a place to message friends and send a come visit if you haven't friended them. Try the friend search in World. Can I just tell you, I'm just learning this for the first time, and sometimes even I'm like stumped by how cool this is. Oh my gosh. So in your friends tab, do a search for their name or username, and it should appear in the list. Click the add friend button to add them as a friend. Remind them to accept your friend request. Then you can message and connect them anywhere in AltSpace. The first few times we do this, you guys, it's going to be a learning experience. And after that, oh my gosh, we have needed this for so long. Let's all give up some hearts for the dev team, because this has been a struggle for a lot of us. So thank you, AltSpace.
Yay. Now, this is the week. We have been waiting. We've been celebrating early, but this is the week to celebrate and congratulate the LGBTQ plus and friends community as they celebrate their 3rd anniversary with a party on May 6th. Isn't that awesome? Give them up. Give it up for our LGBTQ plus and friends. Yes, love it. So this is the LGBTQ plus and friends. I just love saying that I can say that without stuttering over it. Have done amazing things in this metaverse to ensure a safe and supportive place for everyone to hang, play, and stay. And we are so ready to see that go away. All right. We are so proud of what they've done and what they're going to be doing in the future going forward. I know they have some amazing plans. So congrats to all of our friends there, and we are so excited. So big round of applause and hearts for the amazing LGBTQ plus and friends group. And now we have a bigger drum roll. Get those drum rolls. Donna, what's going on?
Reggie Watts is in the house. Reggie Watts is in the house. And in just 2 hours, Reggie Watts is returning to AltSpace VR for an exciting 8-show series to entertain, challenge, reinterpret reality with his music, comedy, and just an overall brilliant talent. This is the 3rd set of appearances in 3 years here in AltSpace VR, and we are so excited. So you want to mark interested on these free special events so you do not want to miss a moment.
Yeah. Oh, Reggie Watts is just hysterical. Love him. Also, many have been asking the AltSpace VR staff if they could help support the event as a moderator. Sorry. This is an AltSpace VR event, and the whole staff is pitching in to work the event so you don't have to. That's the magic. That's the secret sauce. This is your chance to party hardy, to have a great time, forget about any responsibilities. Truly, I can't tell you how many events I've moderated where I have no idea what happened in the event. So this is your time to party hardy and have a great old time with Reggie Watts. Yeah, love that.
Now, among other exciting AltSpace VR news, this week's update brought some new features and functions for events, worlds, and for 2D users. I have to say it's the first time I ever felt like I was inebriated on AltSpace VR. This was an interesting week with the 2D and the new 2D options. So a new report feature for worlds, something we've been asking for. Mm-hmm. What are reasons to report a world? Okay, so here they include if the world is missing assets or Unity kits for Oculus Go and Quest users. Another one, content that violates the terms and conditions and community standards of AltSpace VR. Next to number 3, be respectful. Please don't report because you don't like it or have a grievance with the world builder. If the world violates the rules or has technical problems, let the staff know. We work together to keep AltSpace VR and our community safe, but this is not a report on your viewpoint of a world, okay?
Yeah, so we all work really, really hard to keep AltSpace safe, and this is a great way to do it. So if you've been seeing those come visit messages more often than usual, it's likely because there's a new invite friends feature that allows you to bring your friends together to join you for your watch party, your party night, or your other hangouts. So do check that out. There are also other UI. It's on the quick events interface. And there are other UI and performance fixes and improvements to the MRE, the mixed reality extension, but we're going to talk about that when we get to world building. Just love that part of our show. Now go ahead.
There are also other UI and performance fixes and improvements to the MRE, the mixed reality extension, which we could, sorry, Laurel.
Yeah, I walked over it, sorry.
No, that's okay. We're doing things in double today. We literally cannot go through a show without doing something. So now we've done it. So now the rest of the show should be problem-free.
Okay, yes.
Improvements in 2D are finally here with the latest update. They include using the space bar to toggle mute. So remember, this is in 2D. Using spacebar to toggle mute. We played around with it and they've done a good job. If you are typing in a text message, it doesn't mute you, but it does if you are looking at your screen and hit the spacebar. What a cool feature. Nice. Well done, AltSpace VR.
Yeah. Oh, love that. The cursor mode, now when you got to sneeze, just hit the spacebar. It's awesome. Then remember to hit it again. The cursor mode now switches automatically from circle to arrow as it moves from the screen to the menus. And voice audio mixing is now improved for a better audio experience. Oh, yeah! In 2D, that's been a bit of a problem, so I love that.
And numbers now may be used to release emojis. Right now, the order is not in the order of popular use or matching clockwise or counterclockwise with the emoji wheel. So, in other words, you already know the order without looking at it, right? You can already take your controller and go exactly to where you want on the circle without having to look at it because it's ingrained in us very quickly, not so much with the 2D numbers. So we've made that request to have the sequence follow the wheel. But honestly, some of us, I'm voting to make hearts number 1. Absolutely.
Yay,
which is the one
hearts.
we use the most, right? It's absolutely.
Yay, hearts. Yes. Now, just another odd thing about using the numbers, if you are in 2D and you use the numbers, you cannot hear the emoji popcorn noise. But if you use your wheel, you can. So just be aware if you don't hear it, you're still shooting up emojis. So, all right. So a few weeks ago, AltSpace VR announced a new feature for 2D controls in the settings input area. If turned on, the mouse alone, without clicking the buttons, moves your head. Okay? Now the movement forward and around is with the ASDW key or the arrow keys in the direction of whatever your avatar's face is pointing. Now normally what we do is we hold down the right mouse button. But with this new feature, it's kind of weird. It works well, but there's been reports of drunken mouse. And I believe that Diamond and Donna named it. So kudos on that, where the mouse lags all over the screen and it causes some glitching stuff. So the development team is on the drunken mouse. I love that. And this week hey, if you can't laugh at bug fixes, why bother? I think the drunken mouse is a great description. And so this week, the development team, while they're working on that, they brought the ability to right-click. This is hard to explain. So when you're moving around with your mouse, your mouse is literally locked to your face. So you're not hitting any buttons, you're just moving the mouse and you can move it around in circles. The problem is your cursor is stuck in the middle and you can't use the menu. You can't teleport, you can't use the menu. You have to use those keys. So they've added a right click that unlocks the mouse cursor that allows interaction with the menu and allows you to move around. They're still having problems with teleport, but they're still working on it. So be aware, just part of the development. But God, these are great changes going forward. I love it.
Well, Laurel says it's a drunken mouse, and I get why you might consider that. But for me, I updated my 2D. I'm always in 2D. I updated my my PC this week and went into an event and literally thought it was not my mouse. It was me that was drunk because I kept being on top of my head. I kept being upside down. It was the strangest thing that I couldn't stay standing up and I couldn't move. Oh my gosh. I just, it was quite an interesting experience until I realized what I had done and what was going on. You can literally turn this on and off. So important to know that when you want to practice, you can turn it on. When you want to do an event or something and don't want to feel like you're standing on your head the whole time, you can turn it off. So be aware that there's still a bug that prevents teleport for many 2D users using the new PC controls, but we hope to fix that. Laurel, did I just say that again?
No.
So educators in VR just hosted the first 2D training session in AltSpace VR. They expected 20 or 30 people and got over 90 RSVPs. There is a huge demand. And let's face it, you guys, we love VR. We love VR. But you cannot stay in your headset, even with power packs and even with a few minutes somebody asked me this week if they could put their device in the freezer. I mentioned maybe they shouldn't do that, but turning it off is a good idea once in a while. But 2D is really critical if you're going to be doing, need to be in VR long term.
And trust me, I have gone through many a package of frozen peas on my headsets over the years.
Yeah.
And so I don't recommend the freezer, but I do recommend frozen peas. Just
exactly.
When they start melting, don't move your head too fast because it makes a really weird, icky sound. Anyway, we're often asked how many people are here in 2D. We really don't know the answer, but we really appreciate that AltSpace VR supports 2D, as it's not, as Donna just said, it's so beautiful for presenting. It's also good as a backup. Having broken several and overheated and melted down several VR devices, it's good to have a backup. Trust me, the smell of an overheated cooked phone doesn't go away. It takes days to go away. Febreze does not work for that smell. Anyway, it's my husband walked in and went, "What did you set on fire? A tire?" And it was like, yes. It'll cost as much as the car, but that's okay. Anyway, so it's also really good to for filming and live streaming. And I look at 2D as kind of a gateway drug, if you will. It just introduces people to VR without the cost, without the headsets, and it really helps to convert them, to introduce them to what VR is about and get them excited so they want to buy the headset, they want to get in, they want to do more, and I really, really love that part. And the 2D event we did, wow, that was so much fun, and I didn't realize how much went into 2D until I wrote up this script. It was really fun. So do look for that. It'll be happening again. And with all things news and updates from AltSpace VR, we report on these in our news and updates Discord server, and we invite you to join us. And if you haven't already, where you can keep up with all the news from around our wonderful community and find the YouTube streaming and also our saved video links so you can catch up with the news that we've done before.
Now, on to world building. Oh my gosh, there's always things to talk about with worlds. So the latest update to the MRE brought us exciting new changes for world builders. The mixed reality extension in AltSpace VR allows us to break through the restrictions of no scripts in Unity and allows world builders to bring interactives into their world building designs. Many of you have found in the basic world building kit snowballs, basketballs, helmets, and hat kits. These were built with the MRE, allowing us to interact with them.
And the latest update to the MRE includes a new animation engine, streamlining much of the animation and the interactable process we use. So check out the specifics on GitHub and the announcement in the AltSpace VR Discord for details. And if you're a world building and you really wish to extend the possibilities of adding that interactivity and animation, these are exciting times. You know, please expect more over the summer. AltSpace is starting to end its remodel that we've been in for well over a year now, or about a year. I guess it's been about a year. And, you know, they're saying that there's going to be tremendous changes coming here to AltSpace, not only for our avatars, but also for world building. So we can't wait for that. So we're getting little hints, and the improvements to the MRI is the start to it. So love it.
Now, Andy Fidel with Get Social hosts world building tutorial events, often here in AltSpace VR. Daisy Shaw offers world building workshops every other week, so make sure to check these out. Visit help.altvr.com for documentation and information, and do search on YouTube for the many community-made videos and tutorial articles. Check AltSpace VR official Discord in the world building category of channels and search for help there, or ask questions. There's lots of resources for you guys. So we have some very helpful people around eager to help.
Indeed. Now the World Tour Showcase on Wednesdays continues to travel to new and exciting worlds and revisiting some old ones. Love that. And working with world builders to showcase their worlds and introduce world building concepts and techniques to the community. And last week, if you haven't seen these, explored the worlds of the Earth Day project held over the last couple of years. And we just had the big celebration this year. It was the 50th anniversary. It was amazing just a week ago. And that was awesome to go and visit these worlds, exploring climate change issues and food waste and so much more. So this week, the team has been really getting down now that the search on the website for worlds is fixed. Yeah, so you can now search for worlds. I love it. It's also a little overfixed. So I was looking for medical worlds. I put in nurse. I got a whole lot of words titled curse. Cursed nurse. I guess there's something going on there. So it's a little overfixed. Yeah, but they've been really exploring worlds that move us for the world tour this week with a focus on transportation. So they're looking at worlds that are using Unity motion examples and just not moving us emotionally, but also moving us physically. And there are some amazing worlds that we're eager to show with you this week. So the event has been running since last summer, continues to educate and inspire and showcase the most amazing talents that we have here in AltSpace VR. So don't miss it out on Wednesdays, right after AltSpace VR 101.
That is so awesome. And I get asked about this so many times, in the ability to be able to connect directly with world builders and to ask them how they did things, and they find the most unique ways to do things. You guys, that is the most amazing opportunity. So take advantage of it. So now is the time to explore world building in AltSpace VR. If you create a world that is open to the public and you'd like to invite us to visit and share it here in the news and updates, please drop a link in our news and updates Discord and we'll visit it and may feature it here.
Yay!
Now, events. Let's move on to events. As mentioned, we have Cinco de Mayo and Reggie Watts here in AltSpace VR this weekend. And this coming week, the LGBT Plus and Friends celebrate 3 years in AltSpace VR. But there's other exciting things on the schedule as well. This schedule is getting crazy cool.
Oh, it's amazing what's going on. And we have a celebration. The Live Love event by Donna McTee has an anniversary to celebrate. This innovative Christian sharing discussion and support group is celebrating its 100th event here in AltSpace. Yeah!
Thank you, everyone.
Donna.
Oh my gosh.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
The community that you've built in around your service of faith is so amazing, and we are so proud and excited to support this fabulous, fantastic group and event. So it's one that is so needed here in AltSpace VR. You bring hope and support to people from all around the world in faith. So here's to 100 more. Oh, screw that. Here's to 1,000 more. Thank you all. Thank you so much for all that you do. Really, it's beautiful.
Hey, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for this, for Monday. We're going to have cake. Everybody's coming to their VR 2D headset with cake and coffee. I've got 2 ordered because I can never decide which one, so I always order 2.
What flavor? What flavor?
Lemon, poppy seed, and carrot from my very favorite bakery in Calgary, in Love City. So, speaking of religion and churches, in addition to Live Love, there are many, many spiritual events and meetings here in AltSpace Weekly. I'm so excited to see this. Evolve VR's meditation and spiritually inspired events are incredible. There are now over 20 events just every week. They're weekly, you guys. VR Church continues to explore and expand its regional coverage as well as its specialized events. Church Toronto, hosted by Pastor Mike and Pastor Toronto, to explore the Christian gospel. Cornerstone VR Church is new to AltSpace VR, and we want to welcome them.
Yay! I love all the new stuff. And add to these, the humanism. Oh, I can't talk. Humanism meetups. I did it, Donna. That explores. Simple words. I looked it up. Okay. So humanism meetups that explore another dimension in philosophy and perspective. And it's a philosophy that affirms our ability and responsibility, I love those 2 words, to lead ethical lives of personal fulfillment that aspire to the greater good of humanity without theism and other supernatural beliefs. So Donna, don't you just love that there's such a wide range of perspectives that are welcome here in AltSpace VR? Just love that.
Absolutely, and embracing diversity is something that's representative of our community, right? And it makes the community stronger and better. We appreciate how AltSpace VR is a safe place for sensitive conversations and for support groups. The AA meetings are exploding, you guys. Diamond and a team of people are doing amazing things in that area. Neodiversity Lounge is here tomorrow with their ADHD discussion. There's the weight loss support group in AltSpace VR. That's an excellent safe space for those challenged with weight issues, be it gaining weight or losing weight. They are considering changing their times, so make sure you check the calendar. Recovering Alcoholic Support Group meets Tuesdays and offers other sessions throughout the week, providing an opportunity for the group to connect and support each other. So all of these support groups do exactly that, and every one of them builds relationships and friendships that last. And more people are talking about the fact that relationships and friendships built here are no different than the real world, you guys. It's virtual reality is simply a different coffee shop, right? You love lots of coffee shops in your town. VR is just another coffee shop in your town.
Love that. I love that description. That's beautiful. And speaking of sensitive groups and sensitive subjects, if you're looking for a little silly, check out the Unpopular Opinions with Alyssa next Friday as she and her team share unpopular opinions, as long as they are not political, religious, or racial. Now, I'm not sure what's
left
after
out.
I don't think there's anything left there. But I can guarantee you that if Alyssa's involved, it's going to be fun and it's going to be funny. So, but gosh, I can't think of what else is left.
That'll be interesting. Now, there are many personal and self-development events in AltSpace VR in their events calendar. Monday is the Clarity Hour, a personal development session to discuss personal goals, productivity, and success. Wednesdays are the Educators in VRV coaching and personal development sessions with Dana Marie, known as Captain VR, as she helps you sail your ship to success. Her sessions offer a wide range of personal development and improvement topics, including open discussions that act as check-ins. in this ever-changing world, time management, skill building in VR and without.
Yeah. And they say there's only some things you can teach in VR. For the love of gardening, you can do the gardening sessions with Bean and Q&Q to cover a wide range of plant and gardening topics to encourage you to plant well into the future and for the future. Okay, it's a bad pun. But the diversity of the topics is fun and approachable for all. So we love that they're doing that right now.
I have to say, just to digress from our talk just for a second, talking about planting, my husband has been nurturing plants since I think the beginning of February. And he's been growing tomato plants and onion plants and all sorts of things. And he put them outside, and my dog Megs, the basset hound, ate 2 of his 6 tomato plants. Oh, there is weeping happening at our house. She survived, though. No need to call anybody. She lived, but it was close. Now, the computer science in VR team is back for another round of learning in their popular Introduction to Unity class. They are now offering a full Unity course in May, and this is a nice taste of what you will be learning there. Now, keep in mind, this is challenging. This is not for the faint of heart. Those who have been enjoying some of these Unity classes, you guys, this is real. Like, you're in school. You are a student. You know how we're just all we never end up being students, but these are tough classes, and so take advantage because they're free and in VR.
Yay! And a new group, Professional Latinx Networking VR, is offering their first session, a networking event to meet Latinx professionals from different industries to exchange ideas and socialize in Espanol, in Spanish. The news and updates team loves events that are in non-English other languages. So welcome all of them, the Latinx, to Altspace VR, and keep rocking. We need more sessions like this.
Absolutely. Now, Wednesday, the WXR Fund is hosting a special event with Verizon's 5G Lab, featuring virtual worlds and digital twins as the topic. Each company will showcase their products and services, exploring conversation of physical products to 3D technology, a construction AR app for quality assurance, Katie Kelly of Altspace VR discussing building the future of communication with heart, and virtual community platforms, and so much more. So you guys want to catch that. That is the WXR Fund happening on Wednesday.
All right. So Mark, we're having a little bit of problem with the slides. Are they catching up? He's seeing something. So how many see the WXR 5G Lab? Give us some applause. Yay. So Mark, 'tis you. All right. They're saying they see it. Okay. All right. So there are so many things to do, so many people to meet, and never a dull moment, not only in this event, but in Altspace VR. So check out the events calendar and make sure that you mark an event as interested, so you receive an email about an hour prior to the event so you don't miss a moment of fun here in Altspace VR. Yeah, so Donna, are you ready for our great discussion?
Absolutely. Bring it on.
All right. Do you want to introduce it?
Oh, Laurel, this time I'm going to let you do. Last week I went way over my time. This is your time.
We're a team here. We're a team here. So we have been hiding, hovering, existing, living, drinking, eating, everything in VR and in our homes or wherever we're camping out for the last month or more. Some of us 2 months. And now the door is starting to crack open and people are starting to enter into the real world. So what we would love to know from you is, because this is from, many of us have been spending, 8, 9, 10, 12, 20 hours, who knows, in VR. And, which we love. It escapes, we escape out of our our room in our self-isolation, but are you ready to go out into the real world? So I'm going to turn on the awesome question raise hand button here, the old raise hand button. And I'd love to know, we'd love to know what your opinion is or what your attitude, your feelings are about going into the real world, as they say, and, parting yourself maybe from VR. So Angela, you're on.
I would say for me, absolutely not. It just seems too risky, and there's not enough tracing and quarantining. We don't have enough test kits. And I'm also suspicious of the numbers that they're showing, like on John Hopkins. We can't know all the people that are carrying it because we don't have the ability to test most people. So we're only getting a fraction of what's the real story. And I don't know, I just feel like to go outside is such a risk, because the risk is your life. It's not like a video where you can reset and redo.
Wow, that is awesome. Other people, you all feel the same way? Give us some hearts or applause if you feel the same way, frownies if you don't. Wow. So Angela, take a look around. You're not alone. There's a lot of people that are feeling that way. Wow. Yeah, we share that. It's, this is something that it's like this invisible enemy, and we don't know what's going on. So it's kind of hard to do. Luke, what you think? Luke, you're on. You were on.
Oh, wait, what? I'm sorry.
You hit the raise hand button. Do you have something you want to add? Okay. Sorry. Anyone else want to add to what their feelings and their thoughts are about, breaking the self-isolation and heading out into the real world? Claire, you're on. Claire? Hi, Claire. Okay, Claire has gone to go get tea. Anyone else have something they'd like to add to talk about their feelings about, this is not therapy. It's movement from VR to the real world. And so is there going to be an adjustment here? We're just kind of curious, taking a little bit of a ha-ha temperature on your feelings for this. All right, John, you're on.
All right, perfect. So, you first have to clarify how heavy the lockdown on your side is, because I'm from Germany and I'm still allowed to do sports and go out and go grocery shopping, and I can visit close family members and stuff. So please explain your situation. Is there a heavier lockdown on your side?
Oh, really good point. Really good point. Well, everybody has their own things relative to their own country, their own things. Here throughout much of the United States, there are now some states, some areas that have laws that you cannot go outside without masks on. You can't go shopping or whatever. There are also places in the world where it's stricter. So I don't know. Let's hear. What are the rules for you? Liam, you're on. Liam? Okay, Liam? All right. Just letting you know, the raise hand button is not a toy. Please only click it if you'd like to have something to say. Diamond.
Okay, hello. Today's kind of a sad day because it's only the second time since World War I that the Derby has been canceled. And so today is Derby Day in Kentucky. Yeah. And it's a beautiful day, and it just kind of makes you sad because it is a real party time for us in this city. I am a little afraid to go back into the world because I worked at a hospital. And so although most of the folks that were non-essential were furloughed, many of the folks that were essential haven't been tested. And so there's still that fear of the virus being active. Even though people may have been tested and come out negative or positive or whatever. So anyway, yeah, there's still a fear, and it's real comfortable being in my house now. And I feel protected. So who knows? Yeah, it's going to happen.
A safe place. place now. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. This is not an official poll. How many of you, we're just doing kind of feelings with emojis. So, give us some applause. How many, or sad faces, how many people have been tested and they feel the test was adequate? So sad faces for no, claps for testing if you've been tested. Wow. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. How many of you want to get tested? Applause for yes, sad face for no. How many people feel that you need to be tested to keep the world safe? It's quite the mix. You want to keep the world safe, you want to test. Okay, how many people feel that there aren't enough tests to go around? If there are enough tests, give applause. If there are not enough tests to go around, to everybody, give me sad faces. Oh, wow, Donna. That is amazing. My goodness. Okay, so let's talk to a few more people, and wow, thank you, Diamond. That is beautiful. Okay, so your boy, you're on. Your boy?
You talking to me?
Well, you hit the raise hand button.
Oh, I did.
You have something to add to the conversation?
Sure. I haven't been tested, but I also feel that I've been in quarantine since March-ish, and I live in Los Angeles, and I think it's a mixed bag. There's people running around the city. I don't know what they're doing, but there's a bunch of movement, so I have a mixed bag, mixed emotions about it.
Yeah, I think you're not alone. I think a lot of people feel that way. Yeah.
Like, I don't have any signs of being sick. I don't have a fever. I don't have a cough. A bunch of people are playing by the rules. They're wearing masks. I have masks with me all the time, and gloves and alcohol pads in the car just in case, but we need to get back to work. I don't know if everybody's going to play by the rules, let's just do it,
Yeah, I love it. Thanks. Wonderful. Okay, so stay safe, whatever it looks like for you. Okay, Daisy Shaw. Hello, Daisy.
Hello, hi there. The reason I answered your question, do you think do I want to get tested? And I answered no. The reason for that is because I have been in total isolation I think I've been out once in 2 months. So, and I'm very lucky we have a bit of property, so I don't need to get tested. I just stay well away from everybody. But I do feel really sorry for all the key workers it must be terrifying to go home at night to your families, knowing that you could be infecting them, and they need testing. Everybody needs testing. So I do feel sorry for those guys. Yeah, there's enough tests to go around.
I know some medical health workers who've been, they are actually sleeping out in the garage and actually not being with their family so that they stay separated. So, yeah, Donna, you were going to say?
So I have a thought about that, Daisy, because I'm the same. My husband is an essential worker, so he needs to go to work. So he does all of our essential shopping. We have no unessential stuff happening, but so the grocery shop, I'd give anything for a haircut, but just for, but
Anybody else feel that way? Yeah.
But this is what I worry about. I ordered food last night, and this is what I think about more every day. I ordered food last night, and I know the place I ordered from, and I know they wear gloves long before the pandemic. They wear gloves all the time. I am perfectly comfortable that the place I order food from, every Friday night I order from the same place, that my food is safe. They wrap it up in a bag, and then the delivery person picks that up and brings it to my house. The delivery person wasn't wearing gloves. So that bag was handled by somebody who wasn't wearing gloves. And she may have coughed on it. I have no idea. She wasn't wearing a mask. She left it outside my door. So I know that she was keeping me safe that way. But I have no idea if the virus was on, if there's anything on that bag. I worry about the groceries Graham brings home from the store and think, I wonder if people with the virus touched my box of crackers or and I personally have not been wiping. So this would be another question. Do you, when you bring stuff into your house, just as a general question, not you particularly, Daisy, do you actually wipe down every single thing that you bring into your house?
I don't wipe it down. I wash everything in soap and water. And everything that needs to go into the fridge, I wash everything down. And everything else, like tin and packets, I leave in the garage for 2 days. I don't touch it for 2 days.
So do you wear gloves when you handle all the food that came from the grocery store?
No, I don't wear gloves. I wash everything. So my hands are really, really clean. I wash everything and then
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but that's what I think about. I take that can of beans out of my counter, out of my Lazy Susan, think, I wonder if the person who put this into the box that they shipped to Safeway, my grocery store, actually had the virus. And now I'm touching that can. It doesn't matter if my hands were clean. If I touch that can, these are the things I think about, that we really don't know the extent of how we can be infected. And it's starting to become frightening because it's like there's more and more scenarios that we have to think about, right? That's just personally, that's just my personal thought.
So as long as you wash your hands thoroughly, though, you're fine.
Oh, go ahead, Daisy. What?
As long as you wash your hands after whatever it is you've touched. I have a mixture of soap and bleach, and I just wash everything. My hands are really clean when I've finished, and then I can go into the house with a feeling.
That's good. That's great, Daisy. That's great.
Yeah, fantastic. So I have a very quick story, very, very quick. I probably shared it before, but and then I want to get to, we have a bunch more questions and we want to get to them quickly because we're starting to run out of time. But my mom has OCD and she's in her 80s and healthier than two of me. And so she wears her mask, all the time. She wipes down the door handles. She has her little bleach wipes everywhere and sterilizes everything. She went out to get the mail. She wiped the door off. She had the mask, had the gloves, had the whole, she has an outdoor outfit and an indoor outfit she wears to go outside to keep that separation. And she went out to the mailbox, wiped it all. It's a group mailbox, one of those ones where you have multiple homes in a big box. She wiped the whole thing down to make sure she didn't brush against anything with bleach cloths and all these things. She opened it up with bleach cloth and everything and wiped everything out, brought all the mail in. She had the key, opened up. She brought all the mail in. She just made sure, she had her gloves on. She opened up every envelope and made sure it was all sterilized and looked at it from a distance and shredded it all, destroyed it all that thing. And then it was like, I don't know, an hour or so later, her doorbell goes off. And she's now a little paranoid, so she sneaks down, and they have the thing where you can look for if Amazon shopping. They have the camera there. She's looking, and she sees it's the postal worker that comes through and delivers their mail. And so she puts her mask on and her outdoor outfit and everything, and she opens with bleach and gloves. She opens her front door to look out, and the woman is holding the keys to the mailbox. She left it right there on the street, all of her keys, her house keys, her car keys, and everything. So she's like, you can only do so much to take care of yourself. I just love that. I just love that. All right. Angela, you're on.
Oh, hi. I was going to just say that my husband is the one that mostly accepts our packages and everything. And he does pretty much like what you were talking about. He puts the mask and gloves, and all of our Amazon packages, he's made a solution using something that he looked up to figure out the dilution rate for the benzoyl ammonium chloride, whatever, the stuff that's in wipes. We just bought it in bulk, and he sprays the whole box down, wipes it down, sprays down everything that's inside the box. And then we also, if it doesn't have to go in right away to the house, we let it quarantine for like at minimum a week, but better 2 weeks. Okay. So we kind of receive everything. Whoa. Nothing comes inside the house.
Yeah, the science says that it's only a few hours, but that's pretty cool. Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to get through you all. All right, Karen. Hi, Karen. Thanks for waiting.
Oh, no problem. Two things. One, I was going to say that like Daisy, I try to wipe the stuff down too. I don't use soap and water, but I learned a really good tip from Dr. Sanjay Gupta, and you can Google it on YouTube. But what he does, you've probably seen it before. You've seen that, yeah. So he puts 2 paper towels down on his counter, and he has his bag of groceries, and he's got gloves on. And so he pulls out, a can or whatever, and he puts it on what he calls the dirty side. And then he's got the clean paper towel. What he does is puts the groceries on the dirty side, wipes them off, moves them over to the clean side. So I started doing that when I saw that. I thought it was a really good tip. And the only other thing I would like to say is, if this has given me the opportunity, I mean, there's a silver lining and everything, I guess, but it's given me the opportunity to do some hobbies that I probably wouldn't have had time to if I were participating in real life. So for me, that's the flip side. I've been able to learn a lot about Unity and AltSpace and do some other things. And a lot of bad stuff happening, but for me, it gave me an opportunity.
Have you all taken advantage of that? Same thing where you're doing things that in my family, we always called it the round to it. I'll get around to it. And I love that so many people are now dealing with their round to its. Okay, we have just time for a couple more. Ariel, here you go. Thanks, Karen. All right, Ariel.
Okay, so my mom went to the grocery store and she said like most of the people weren't wearing masks at all.
How did that make you feel?
Yeah, scared a little bit.
Was your mom wearing a mask?
Yep. I was
Good on her.
I was wearing a mask too.
Oh, you were wearing a mask? Good on you. Excellent. Yeah, it's, thanks, Ariel. It's really, really scary times, and it's so important that we really respect each other. So I'm going to do one more because we're running out of time. Keller, and we can talk about this after the news. Keller, you're the last one up. Make it good.
Okay, I know that by my voice you can understand I'm a bit younger, but I think everyone, not anyone in specific in this room, especially, and don't take it as that, but I do think everyone is overreacting to certain things. Like pretty much all industries have a system to make sure that stuff doesn't spread through them. Like big stores, even though they may their employees may not be taking recommended avoidance for the virus, it's still gonna. They still have some other procedures that are probably going on in the background, and also production companies like food companies, as you said with your food delivery service that you like. I can't remember who said that. But you should just trust the system, and the only thing that you should be worried about is the way that it gets used. So I would say either A, go get it yourself with a mask on, or B, send to someone you trust with a mask on to go get it for you.
Yeah, I think that's about right. Donna, any last words?
I think that everybody's using precautions. Can you guys hear me? It feels It feels funny. Yeah, thanks. I think that we're going to have to be careful for a long time. And I think that that's the daunting thing that's hit me in the last 7 or 10 days is the reality that this isn't going to be a June or July thing. No matter what, our new normal is different. And making sure that we're sanitizing and that we're wearing masks, that kind of thing is going to be with us for a long time, even after they tell us we can go get a haircut. And that's quite a daunting thing. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not uber excited about living in a world that looks like it comes from some sort of movie or something, but it's interesting times.
It is. What I am most excited about, if there's anything good about this, is look at AltSpace. How many of you are in here within the last month, are new to AltSpace? Give me some applause. So you've been here for less than a month. Look around, folks. There, you are the new future. So VR is being embraced, and virtual technologies, and they call it virtual conferencing. Come on, it's online conferencing. We're creating a new a new world and a new future where it is okay for us to be where, forget about the distancing and all that business, but what it is that we're finally saying it's okay to be wherever you are and connect with others wherever they are. That is really amazing, because we have people here that are from, and I know from out in the audience, that are from the UK, that are from Amsterdam and Belgium and Germany, and from the United States, from Canada, from all over the world. And we are here together in a single space. That is freaking amazing. And that is what VR can do. That is what, fortunately or unfortunately, what we are learning, that we can connect these bonds and relationships in VR. So thank you all for being pioneers. Honestly, one day you're going to say, I remember 2020. I was there in VR with all my friends while the rest of the world was isolating. So that is all. Thank you all for being here with us. This is all for the news and updates this week. Remember, the conversation does not stop here in AltSpace. It continues in Discord, which is our home base for our community outside, and we invite you to join the news and updates Discord to keep up with the news and the activities here and all around the VR industry.
We live stream the news onto YouTube every week, and you can catch up with past episodes to learn more about how AltSpace VR works and what's going on in the community. We've also added you can find the AltSpace VR announcements feed in the news and updates Discord server, so you won't miss a minute of the news.
And we are here for you to keep you updated on the news in AltSpace. So please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channels so others can keep up with the news here and all around AltSpace.
Now, if you'd like to volunteer, we would love it. We do this for you, but we need your help. We need people to help us film and live stream. We need people to supply us with photos and news of events and activities around AltSpace VR, heads up about new worlds. We need writers, editors, moderators. There's backup hosts. So if you'd like to help in any capacity, please talk to us. Reach out on our Discord server, or after the show, let us know.
Yeah, we're going to hang around after the news to answer a few questions and talk about what are you doing in AltSpace VR. So stick around. We'd love to chat with you. And thanks to all of our amazing news updates, volunteers, moderators who helped make this a tremendous success. We could not do this without you. So in these uncertain times, be safe, whatever it looks like, wherever you are in the world, and hearts to everybody, okay? Thank you!